What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush, Let's Talk Jets. Hope everybody's having an excellent week. The weather in New Jersey is phenomenal, 80 degrees and sunny every day. Hopefully it's like that in the weekend and not raining. OTAs are in the second week, and I don't usually focus too much on the on-the-field results as T-shirts and shorts, whole new staff, a lot of new players, a lot of learning. You save all that analysis to training camp. But what I was curious about was to see how Aaron Glenn's message was going through the locker room, how the players are reacting to it, and what their thoughts are about it. And it's hard to not be impressed when you hear the feedback because it's coming from prominent players, and it's about hard work, improving, and being a united team, all moving together as one. And, start with Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson said, listen, man, Aaron Glenn talked to me. I got to be a better blocker. There's parts of my game I've got to be better at. If I do that, I'll know my role in this team, and I'll flourish. Quincy Williams today was phenomenal. Where Quincy Williams, last year of his contract, and he's an all-pro linebacker, Glenn literally called him up and talked for an hour and a half and pinpointed all the things he wanted to see him improve on, which obviously impressed Quincy because he said every year he tries to figure out what he can do to be a better player. All of that thinking was taken away. He's like, all right, I know my challenges for the year as a player, as a leader, and how I want to help my defense. Quinton Williams has talked about that, where, listen, coach told me I got to improve on my, run defense, this, that. Like, Aaron Glenn, per player by player, is going up to you and saying, I know what I want from you, and here's what you have to do. He talked about Jeremy Ruckert. Like, Jeremy Ruckert's got all this untapped potential. I know all the things I want to see him do. He's got his goal set, and that's what he's got to accomplish. When you take away all that gray, you can hold players accountable. Because there's like, oh, listen, did you do this? No, you're not playing. Did you do this? You're not going to get this. Like, it's a culture of accountability, which has been sorely lacking with this organization. Now, it's easy to do now because you're not playing games, but you have to figure if this stays consistent, that if players are making dumb mistakes in practice, dumb mistakes in games, bad penalties, bad turnovers, they're not going to play. And that's what you need because this team is so young and impressionable, and all they know is losing and dysfunction. They need that guiding light to get them out of this funk and the misery of losing all the time and find ways to win, not find ways to lose. So when you implement all of these things and you have your prominent players on a team all speaking the same thing, where it's all about we all got to improve, we all got to work hard, actions, not words, I think it's going to pay big dividends. So again, I know everybody says it's only June 3rd, dude, but you're looking at how they're building up this organization. They wiped out this entire staff here, and they're rebuilding it from top to bottom. And when you have a little bit of faith in the way Aaron Glenn's going about doing business. Now, that's not going to guarantee they're winning 12 games this year, but I think when you have the respect of your players, they're going to work hard and they're going to listen, and they're going to hold each other accountable too, and have them all go about their business. Like I was fortunate enough to interview Aaron Glenn a few years ago, and like Victor Green, Marcus Coleman, the older Jets, and they all talked about Parcells' locker room where it policed itself. Like you knew what you had to do. Like you knew you had to be, at the film session early. You had to do the weights. You had to do all these things. And if you didn't do it, your position coach wasn't getting after you. Your teammate was. Like, why aren't you here? What are you doing? Like, so when you have guys that are fully buying in and going in, fully backing Aaron Glenn, these younger players don't know any better, will follow suit. So let's see what happens. Next week is mandatory minicamp. It will be interesting to see if everybody shows up. That's usually the time if you have a contract dispute, you may want to pull some, maybe try not show up, whatever, like maybe Garrett or Sauce. I don't think either will do that. To hear Quincy Williams talk so much about being this team leader and everything like that was really awesome considering his contract situation. And the way Glenn talked to him, you almost wonder, will he they give him an extension to keep him here for a couple of years and be one of their defensive building blocks or like their nucleus, like the guy they can build around. So that's it. Talk to you guys later.